remember there's 2 points. The first is that you have to present data when it preserves the evidence. What he's saying is, Schuchart, is that it's got to match reality. It's got to be real. I mean, we can make models that'll tell us anything, like with Maris and Mantle. If you look at them over the course of their career, it's one thing, but if you put it into actual context, it's a whole different story. It's a story that's kind of interesting. So many people working off of models that aren't really modeling what's going on. If I tried to use this study to decide whether or not to run the ad at all, I'd get in a lot of trouble in a hurry. And I have to know the context of which the data is in order to reveal. I have to present in a way that doesn't hide that evidence. So, for instance, real models, the context we're looking at does not include Christmas, because that's such an oddball season compared to the rest of the year. There's nothing to be learned from it. Truth is, when I did this analysis, what we found at Christmas time was that led us to look at Christmas in a completely different way. And what it did is we started looking at Christmas to Christmas every year and used that as the time sequence, but didn't compare it to what happened the rest of the year. What we realized is that it was really different. We started doing that, and what we found in every supermarket in every world, when it comes to Christmas time, the management says we're going to do 15% more business than last year, and by some predictive method, and maybe they buy a little bit more of the holiday stuff than other stuff, but they raise their purchasing by 15%. And what we found is that all of the growth in business was only in 17 items. That everything else in the supermarket pretty much remained the same in sales. I mean, there were like smoked salmon, caviar, cheese trays, et cetera, et cetera. Those things shot up a lot. Not 15%, but 60 to 70% in sales. So we adapted to that, and we measured that over a period of 4 Christmases, and we had an incredibly profitable Christmases. We didn't have to have any sales in January afterwards. We sold much more of the items that were, because we didn't run out. So understanding the context is really, really important. And this is an example where the context. My theory that I mentioned, the idea I had that the kitchen was going up based on the fact, it really doesn't appear to be so. In fact, by the better letter of the law, I cannot say that because all the points are within the upper and lower limits. The tendency, some people might see it as a tendency, but it's not. It's just, it's what the line looks like, where it is on the chart. And that's very, very predictable and within limits of predictable variation. So the kitchen sales were not, were just varying naturally. And it's even more obvious when you look at cheese sales. Okay, you had a couple weeks where maybe that was residue Christmas. I don't know. I don't care. It's nothing I can do about it. It's nothing actionable I can do. The truth is that my cheese sales are very stable and as were the sales overall.